Hey guys, what is up? Mr. Mysterious here coming at you with another Holo-E-Book review, and as promised, today we'll be reviewing the second book in kind of, I want to say, the series, but I knew that would be wrong, of kind of reference weird little historic books from Star Wars. This is Star Wars: A Book of Sith by Daniel Wallace. It is, of course, the book about the Sith. Who guessed? So, it's different from the Jedi Path in that this isn't really a training manual. This is a compendium of different dark side writings, ranging back from people from the Old Republic. You got Palpatine himself, and then you have like different dark side groups like Mother Talzin, and you got Bane. And that is really cool because it's like a little reference book of dark side authors, and it gives you a lot of cool background on each of those authors, especially like Mother Talzin, who isn't very traditionally dark side and calls upon a lot of different like natural forces. And it makes it different from the others. You'll hear a lot about Bane's Rule of Two. You'll hear a lot about the Dark Jedi being exiled originally from Tython. The origins of the Sith, a lot of stuff. You'll even get like stuff on like pendants, amulets, dark side relics that you don't really hear much about in other books. It's a very, very neat, so let's just get started. Things I like. It's in very much like the same fashion as the first one. It feels like this is a used book. You'll get inserts from Sith and Jedi, all pitching in to talk about what is being said on the page, and it's cool in that some of the stuff you don't really... You'll be seeing stuff talking in the margins, and it might directly contradict something in the pages where it's like, this isn't correct, it's actually this. So it gives you kind of an interesting, slightly, you take it with a grain of salt, what the narrator is saying. And that is a fairly cool effect. You also get a lot of interesting stuff, like in the Jedi Path, on the different groups in the galaxy, different dark side groups, different Force species. You'll get different fighting styles, you get different, like, Sith weapons, which is really cool, because they got some neat stuff packing. You get information on different historic figures, as usual. Really, really, really enjoy it. I'm not sure how I'd compare the two books. I'm not really positive on if one is better than the other. I think they're very much on par with each other, where the Book of Sith and the Book of and the Jedi Path are just different kind of sides of the coin. I really, really, really enjoy them both. I would really recommend them both. And I'd say I got them both because I like really listening about the like historics of Star Wars. It's kind of up to personal preference which one you like better, because they are both good books about different things. If you like the Jedi better, you might lean more toward the Jedi Path. If you lean toward the Sith more, you'll lean toward the Book of Sith. And in that, I can't really tell you which one is better like I did with the Bane books. Besides that, there isn't really much wrong with the book. Just kind of different stylistic from the first one, which you might find a bit off-putting, but I don't really have a problem with it. I wouldn't say that it's as great as like the first Bane book, which I can't really compare them because one is a reference, one is a novel. But while I'm not giving it really much in the way of negatives, I wouldn't really rank that crazily high up on my list of favorite Star Wars books or books in general. That should be about it. I'm not sure what I'll be recording for next week's reviews. I have an idea, but I'll kind of see later on about that. But until then, this is Mr. Mysterious signing off on the Holo-E-Book review.